phyllo filling. What? Ah, why aren't I ready?
Oh my gosh, guys, too much is happening. Oh my god. Okay, this isn't working.
Always more fun.
Today, we're gonna be making one of my favorite comfort foods, spinach pies. I grew up eating spinach pies all the time. All the time. Like, if my grandma didn't make them, I would be so upset. Like, oh, it was always so heartbreaking. So it's kind of gonna be a take on my grandma's spinach pies, some recipes from online that I've kind of read over, as well as like whatever's going on up in here. And we're gonna make some super tasty, authentic Greek spinach pies, also known to all of us Greek people as Spanakopita. So these are all the ingredients you need for amazing, authentic spinach pies. Every spinach pie is always gonna have spinach, goat's feta. Yep, I said goat's feta. Make sure you don't get cow. It's not the same. And phyllo. If you're not familiar with phyllo, it is just like a really thin pastry that you're gonna be basically wrapping around the spinach filling. So you can find this in your freezer section at your grocery store, which does mean you have to thaw it before making the spinach pie. So I didn't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the filling together and then wait for this to thaw out, put the filling, in the fridge in the meantime, and then put them together. It's fine. So while the phyllo and spinach are thawing, we're gonna chop our onion. So you're gonna cut her in half, peel off the skin, chop off the ends, and then chop it finely. Depending on the size of your onion, you wanna get, I guess, as many slices as you can. So just try to go really thin. In case you don't cut your onions like this and you have no idea what I'm doing, this is honestly like the most efficient way to cut an onion. You cut it like that, and then you cut it like that, and then you just go down and actually dice it. And it's quick, efficient, amazing. If you by accidentally chop them too big, honestly, just go over them like this and just chop them smaller. Like, it's not a big deal because it's not something you're gonna see. So visually, who cares if they're even? It's mainly just for the mouthfeel. Woo! Launching them everywhere, apparently. Now for the most annoying step of making spinach pies, draining the frozen spinach. So whether you're cooking down fresh spinach or draining frozen spinach, it's annoying. Open these babies. And then have your bowl for the filling ready so that when you finish like squeezing out the annoying spinach, you can just throw it back into the bowl so it's ready to like have all the ingredients thrown in. If you have cheesecloth, you can just throw it in the cheesecloth and squeeze out the liquid that way, because that's probably the smartest way to do it, but I don't. Actually, I think I have a strainer. Let me see. Okay, I have a strainer. And you're just gonna keep squeezing and squeezing until no more liquid comes out. And that's what 2 pounds of drained spinach looks like. So now that the spinach is ready, we pretty much just mix everything together. I'm gonna start off with the eggs just because I like to beat them a bit before stirring it all up. Of course, I don't have a clean fork. Let's see if I can crack it with one hand. Oh fuck. Oh my god, I did it! And just give those a quick beating. And then our ricotta. I think I'm gonna do a little, like maybe like a third of this tub just because it is less spinach than I thought. Garlic. So I'm probably gonna end up doing like 5 cloves because I want to taste the garlic. Our onion. You can also add leek into here. Leek goes really well with spinach pies. Or as my grandma sometimes liked to do, dandelion. Some parsley. Probably like a tablespoon I don't know, just a good amount. Dill, 1 to 2 teaspoons, depending on your preference. I'm gonna do 2, because I like dill. So salt and pepper is something that you do just for your taste. So I'll probably end up doing like, I don't know, was that like a teaspoon? I don't know, just 2 helpings. That's how I learned to do salt in culinary school. Like it was always by like just fingerfuls. So yeah. And then probably the same amount of pepper, honestly. Maybe a teaspoon, but I like black pepper, so. And now that all the ingredients are together, you just stir that baby up until it's looking stirred. Oh my God, I literally didn't even put the feta. I can't even right now. Like the most important ingredient. Oh my God, I don't even have a cup of feta. What is this? So I would say at least a cup of feta. I only have like whatever this is. So I think I'm like just under a cup, sadly. And I just break it up with my hands. It's not pretty, but it does the job the best. Try to get all the feta off your hands so you don't waste any of this precious cheese. Okay, and now that everything is actually in here, stir it. Yeah, we're using hands. So that's the filling. And guys, it smells so good right now. Like, I know there's raw egg in there, so obviously I'm not gonna eat it, but like, smells great. And I still have an hour and a half on my timer for the phyllo, so I'll pop this in the fridge and then we'll get fillin'. Phyllo fillin'. Phyllo fillin'. Phyllo fillin'. Woo. Sorry, okay, anyways. All right, guys, the phyllo is ready. So phyllo is so fun to work with. And if you didn't get that, I'm being very sarcastic because phyllo is just like so finicky and so annoying. So it's so easy to rip. So it's so easy to rip. So you have to be careful. Not to mention, okay, I can't, like this one's garlic. So you're gonna open up your phyllo and lay her out, get her ready. Then you're gonna get your clean surface to lay the phyllo on and roll the spinach pies up in, okay? So it's gonna be about like that size. And then, most important part, you're gonna get paper towel, get it wet, and then wring it out. And you're gonna cover the phyllo with it. Otherwise, it will get crunchy and it will fall apart. Then you're gonna get one layer of this bitch ass dough. What the fuck? I seriously can't. Phyllo is so annoying. Of course I ripped it. Cool, okay, this isn't even big enough, so get more. Now I am prepped, and we can, I don't even have the filling. Oh my God. Okay, I have the filling, I have everything. Phyllo's rolled out, covered with my squeezed out damp paper towels. I have my one layer of phyllo dough here, my knife to cut. I have now olive oil. If you have a brush, get a brush, because it would be so much easier just to brush with olive oil, but I don't have a brush, so we're using paper towel and our filling, and we're ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna put my hair back for this. All right, hair back, hands washed, ready to go. First thing you're gonna do, brush this guy with olive oil. Okay, and then we're gonna grab one more sheet. Oh my God, I think I just got the worst phyllo. It's like fucking cracking and breaking. This is just wonderful. And attempt to lay them on each other. Okay, it's fine. I'm over it. Oh my God. Disaster. So if you don't wanna go through this fun little time with the phyllo, you honestly can just do this straight into the pan, put all the filling, and then like close your phyllo on top. But I really like the triangles. Then we're just gonna brush again. So if you haven't been able to tell already, you're going to be using lots of olive oil. My gosh, she's sliding. If you rip one of the layers, at least it's not so much of a big deal because you end up like having that other layer as backup. So don't stress too much, it's fine. When I was in the kitchen with my grandma, I don't think she ever cared. Like it was just like, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Now we're gonna cut it into 3 pieces. So should we measure? Like, that's not helping. Maybe like there? I don't know, it doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's strips. So now you have 3 spinach pies ready to be filled. I'm just gonna put this in the sink. Depending how like fillingy you like yours, you can kind of just like do it to your preference, but I'll probably put like about 2 tablespoons at least in here. This is my test one, so we'll see how he turns out. And then you flop it until she's made. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, where am I putting this?
Why aren't I ready?
Of course, we gonna brush that baby with some oil. And she's looking good. So I think I'm gonna put a little more filling just because these seem to be large slices. Amazing. See, pretty much like once you've got it all set up and you're at this point, they come together so quickly, but it's just getting to this point. And it's that easy. So now we're just gonna keep doing the same thing until we're out of filling. Oh, preheat your oven. Pretty much when you start doing this whole part, putting them together, you can preheat the oven. You're gonna do it to 350. You don't wanna do it higher, mainly because olive oil has a really low smoke point. So if you do it any higher, the olive oil will actually burn, and we don't want that. So 350. Oh fuck, why didn't I cover it? Oh my gosh, guys, too much is happening. Guys, don't forget to cover your phyllo while you're oiling, otherwise it's not gonna be fun. Great. You know, it's fine. Sometimes you lose some. Oven is preheated, but I'm not ready. Oh my god. I forgot to cover it. This happens every fucking time. How many phyllos can we waste? Who knows? Oh my god, cover it, cover it, cover it. Just like I'm getting dumber and dumber. This is so upsetting. It made 15. Couldn't do 16? Actually, no, that's best because I don't want to deal with the phyllo. Alrighty. Now, my oven is preheated, so I'm gonna pop these guys in. If you do them not as big as me, you'll probably have more, but I don't know, I'm thinking that this is the perfect size. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. Those will probably go for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll check them. And then these ones I'm gonna freeze. I'm just gonna throw them in probably a Ziploc. And straight into the freezer. At this point, if you have phyllo left over, you know, feel free to do whatever you want with it, but I'm throwing it out because I cannot, there's barely any left. I'm not dealing with it. You know, if you're feeling crazy, you could even make baklava. Why not? Otherwise, you can throw it back in the freezer, I think. I don't know for sure, but While we wait, I'm gonna make my version of the Greek iced Frappe. It's not usually with this Nescafe, it's usually with like a specific Nescafe, but I really like the French vanilla. When they have the hazelnut, it's also so yummy too, so I suggest that. This is literally like the easiest coffee you'll ever make. I know this is a frother, but do you think I can shake in it? Or should I just froth? I don't know, we're gonna shake. So it's literally 2 teaspoons of coffee, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Since I'm using sweetened almond milk, I think I might not even put any sugar. So that was basically a tablespoon, so. And then I usually do about like, I don't know, 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup. It's working. Okay, but this part is the Greek part because you have to shake it to make it frothy, okay? That's how you're getting that frappe. Okay, this isn't working. I'm just gonna throw it like actually on the frother. Yeah, this is makeshift coffee with Sophia. Filler with ice. All right. Yeah. And then you're gonna top her up with water. Wow. Not using any sugar, instead using just the almond milk that's sweetened. Perfect. This is so good. So good. Wow. Wow. They look amazing, guys. Let me get you a close-up of these amazing spinach pies. Did I do that? Was that me? Was that me? It was me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my god. So good. Honestly, the only adjustment I would say is more feta. More feta. Always more feta.